Hey, what's up guys, it's Davis here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S6 Edge. Is it still worth buying in 2021? So yeah, if you're new to my channel, please help me and subscribe. Yeah, it's really important to me to be able to get 1,000 subscribers. As you all know, it's really important. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please help me and subscribe. It's really important. It means a lot to me, and I'll be very grateful. That's the best way you can support me as of now. So yeah, getting into the video. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S6 Edge. Is it a phone that you should still consider buying in 2021? So I want to separate this video into two categories, like talking about the camera, about its display, the body, and all that. Yeah, and a few dislikes and likes maybe. So yeah, starting out with the body of this phone now. So this phone was constructed in a glass back, yeah, an aluminum frame, which is very good build even to this day. It's very hard to find a mid-range phone that can beat out this phone's body, like build quality. It's so well built like a tank. Actually, this phone is 5 years old, but you can tell, you can look at them. So usually the problem they have is with the display. Yeah, the lines that usually come in. I don't really know what causes that, but yeah, it's a common problem. But otherwise, they were built solid. And actually, I don't know why Samsung doesn't use this aluminum anymore, because I feel like it's more solid than the whatever. I don't know whatever they're using on the new phones. The shiny material, is it steel? I don't know. Certainly not steel. Maybe I don't know. So yeah, that's how it was built. Yeah, it was built with Corning Gorilla Glass at the front, and I don't know, Corning Gorilla Glass 4 at the front, and then Corning, I don't know, I think it's also Corning Gorilla Glass 4 at the back. Yeah, so that's basically it about the body and build quality. Yeah, it came with a fingerprint scan at the front, and the home and back buttons are on the display. Yeah, they're not on the display right at the end, whatever. They were capacitive buttons on the bottom bezel. Yeah, so moving on to the display on this phone. So this was the first Samsung phone, if I'm not mistaken, to come with a 1440p Quad HD display, which is wow. I can't believe that this is 5 years old, and yeah, it had a Quad HD display. And you can imagine it's beating out phones like the S21, the regular one. I believe it doesn't have a 1440p. The Galaxy Note 10, the Note 20 regular one. All those phones don't have 1440p displays, and you can imagine the S6 from 5 years ago has 1440p. So that was a beautiful thing. The only great part with the display is the brightness. The brightness levels are too low, too low. When you're even when you're whatever inside the house, you can tell that the display is a bit dim, and yeah, it's not the best really. And well, when you go outside, it's even worse. The display is way worse when you go outside. Right now, I think it's on max brightness. Okay, let me max it out. I don't know if it's letting me. You can still tell it's not. Well, I'm under some heavy lighting, but still, the display is not bright enough. Yeah, and then the issue I talked about previously, the issue of having the red lines. That's a common problem with these phones that you should watch out for if you're considering buying this phone. So yeah, that was all about the display, 1440p, and yeah, obviously it didn't support whatever the fast refresh rates, yeah, the high refresh rates, like the 120 Hz and 90 Hz. At the time, I don't think any phone supported anything of that sort. Maybe there is, I don't know. I don't think so, because this was released in 2015. So yeah, and then the other thing you can talk about maybe is the cameras. And I believe, in my opinion, I would say the cameras on this phone are still solid, given the price and how far ago it was made, like in 2015. This phone's cameras are still surprisingly solid. In comparison to mid-range phones even today, you can tell that these phones' cameras are really good. I took a few photos for you guys to see. You can go to the pictures right here. So I use this phone as my recording device, yeah, for most of my videos currently. These are some of the photos I took with this phone, and they're really good, really good. I don't know if I'm focusing in well enough, but it has really good photos for the price Still has very punchy photos, very nice photos. Photos that you cannot imagine this phone is 6 years old. If you look at the photos it can take. Maybe what it doesn't have is it doesn't have the multiple camera setup. It was released with one camera, the 16MP at the back. Yeah, that was the only camera it was released with. Yeah, and it can record video up to 4K 30 FPS, which is also respectable at the price point given the age of the phone as well. So it's still solid. And the front camera was a 5MP, tiny guy, 5MP camera. We could also do 1440p video at 30 FPS. Yeah, but yeah, this was a really wide camera, by the way, in comparison to all the other phones I've been using. The new Samsungs, these phones had the S6 had a very wide camera. I think it was carried on to the S7, I believe. It had a similar wide camera, very wide cameras in comparison to what Samsung offers today. I don't know why they changed that. Maybe, yeah, for focusing issues, and I don't know. Yeah, so that's basically it about the cameras. You had a single 16MP at the back and 5MP at the front. Yeah, 1440p at the front, then you can do 4K at 30 fps. Yeah, so I would still say the cameras are still, yeah, they're still good. They're still solid for the price, especially, and the time that these phones were made in. So yeah, moving on to the software, the phone. So these phones were released with Android 5 Lollipop, yeah, and they were upgraded twice, like 2 major software updates. That is to Android 6 Marshmallow and then to Nougat. And then they they kept on receiving the security patches up to like that was 2018, I believe. And since then they've been discontinued. So yeah, if you're considering getting this, I don't know, it's not the phone you're going to hold for many years to come, because it's already Android Nougat, which is going to be phased out very soon. I mean, very many apps in, like, I don't know, maybe a year's time or 2 years may not be supported by many apps. Yeah, but if you're considering buying this phone, that's what I can say about the software. Is it's still usable at this point. It's a phone you can still use for simple tasks. I don't know, you want your WhatsApp, your Instagrams and all that. Very fine. Maybe the biggest gripe with this phone is its battery life. Very terrible. As I speak, you can see it's at 21%. Very bad, especially if you're recording. So I was using it to record previously, yeah, and it just keeps going down. So obviously don't expect good battery life from a phone that was released I think it was 2600 mAh, very tiny battery with a 1440p display and all that. Yeah, so the biggest issues, I think I would say the battery. Yeah, the software also being it has Android 7 Nougat. So I don't know, I wouldn't encourage to buy. I wouldn't encourage anyone to buy this phone for like long-term use. Maybe if you're planning to just use it for a bit, maybe using it for as a camera phone, as I do. But using it as your daily phone, your daily driver, no, I don't think it's still so good. But anyway, for the price, it's still a compelling package, to be honest. Only done by its software. Yeah, and the fact that it never had an SD card also was a big bummer. Never had an SD card, it was single line. I mean, those are issues. Yeah, it was released with three storage variants, I believe, 32, 64 and 128, but the commonest versions, I think, are the 32 variants. Yeah, 32 GB variants. So that's basically it about this phone. Yeah, and it was the first phone, obviously, I believe, by Samsung to be released with wireless charging. Yeah, so you still have wireless charging on this phone, which is, yeah, surprising, you know, which is a feature that many mid-range phones still don't have to this day. I don't think this phone was water resistant at the time when it was released. I don't believe it had IP certification, so don't go dunking it in water. Yeah, don't expect to have water resistance. It still had the whatever headphone jack, and I would say the speakers are still very good on this phone. It's still very good. It had the whatever single firing speaker at the bottom. Yeah, and the speaker is just fine, to be honest. Very good for the price, by the way. It's still comparable to other phones. It can still beat out mid-range phones for sound quality. Yeah, that I'm sure. So that's basically it about this phone. I don't know, the performance is just At this point, it's just mid-range. It's not all that good. Let me see if I can play a game on it. Maybe I'll show you guys what it's like. So you can still use it to play games easy. Simple games, obviously. Still usable. So I think that's basically it about this phone. Still very usable phone. So yeah, that's my verdict on the A6 Edge. I think it's a phone you can still buy, but not to use it in the long term. Yeah, that's my conclusion about it. You can still get it, but it's not a phone you should consider buying if you're planning to buy a phone to use for like the long term. Either way, it's still a solid phone. Yeah, that's basically it about this. So yeah, guys, help me and subscribe to my channel. I'll really be grateful. I want to be putting up more content in the days to come. Thank you. See you in the next one.